This is the training review for Monday, the 18th of December 2023, and I had a pretty good day. It was a bit complicated because I wanted to make an entry with 35 shares, but my buying power didn't allow me. I have restrictions on CMEC, and it allows me only 60% of margin to buy Tesla, or short Tesla. So I'm not really able to take full advantage of my capital here on Tesla. So I wasn't able to trade it with a full size. Nonetheless, it moved very good, and we had an outside day. The pivots told us, and we were opening at the R3 level and some area of resistance for the past 2 days, and we were very close to the monthly R3, and so it was going to be interesting to see what happened here at R3. I was hoping that we will reject R3 and short, but I saw that we had already tested R3, R2 as well, so I was actually looking for a short here. But what happened is price dropped drastically to S1 and to the previous value area, and it stalled. And actually, I wanted to pull the trigger here around this area, but I couldn't pull the trigger again because of my size. But instead, I saw that as we were dropping, we were actually getting more stacks to the top side. We had a very big order at 258 and then at 260 and so on. So on the level 2 and the level 3. So those orders started coming up as the price was dropping, and as we swiftly rejected the S1 level, the pre-market low and the previous day value area with volume, that's when I decided to make an entry with a stop loss just below the previous day value area. And as you can see, we developed it was an open test drive, kind of open, so I could have made an entry at the engulfing of this candle, but I was very confident on this drop that I pulled the trigger early at around 253, as I noticed that we were struggling to get lower, that we were really not comfortable in this area. There was a lot of buyers here, and plus the fact that the orders were being placed, I pulled the trigger here. And so this became an open test drive to the bottom. On the 5 minute, it's easier to see that we tested previous day value and rejected it and ran up to the top side. And we swiftly crossed the S3 level, this daily level, which was R3 on the monthly. And unfortunately, because of my weird size, kind of partial too aggressively, but I had to do that because my sizing was out of whack, and ended up the day at a goal and a half. So that's very good. And you can see that the move continued to R5. So I could have, if I had better management, I could have added to my position at R4 with a stop loss at BWAP or the bottom of these wicks for a continuation up. And we actually reversed at R5 with a nice signal on the 2 minute on this doji, but we actually failed. What is going on here? So we actually rejected the daily R3 at the end. So it wasn't really it wasn't really a trending day because something changed. It was a trending day on the 2 minute, and then the rejection of 259, 258.75, 258.50 at R5 was too strong, and we actually failed to run higher. So this became kind of a neutral day. My best assessment can be that this was a neutral day using the 15-minute chart, as we pretty much had the first 15 minutes signify a wide initial balance, and then the return to the open price, and then we actually close at around S2, S3. So yeah, so we actually didn't like that push higher. We found a lot of sellers at 258. So this pretty much makes it a trend day to neutral day. But it's a very weird day because we actually broke out of R4. But we managed to get a really good entry on the run-up. And I guess the supply was too much, and we don't have buyers to sustain this move up. So today, we respect our rules. 8, stem, or routine. Had excellent pre-market analysis. Respected stop loss and adapted to changing conditions. And we did hit goal today into one trade, and it was 3R. So we're gonna start keeping track of this as a matter of learning. We are still trying to use wide stops on this, so giving it a little bit more of room. But as we start moving forward and having success with this, I'm gonna start using tighter stop losses to adjust my position sizing, and I'm gonna start keeping track of my trades again. So this was gonna say an 8 traverse to the top side. Yes, resulted in a win. 3R, and let's see. It was a trending R4 breakout, and S3 to R3 traverse. This is what we ended up executing after seeing the rejection of S1. So now we're gonna do it here on this individual trade. That was the first trade. Just bullish because of the ladder, especially as we were dropping in price, and they gave us 3R. And yeah, that's it for my trade review. A pretty good day. So I'm very happy, especially with how focused I was at the open. So that's it for me today.